Hello, and welcome to this first video training on social innovation in the Alpine Space. The Alpine Space Social Innovation Strategy is an Interreg program dedicated to social innovation. It aims to design a common strategy for social innovation among the Alpine Space territories. The objective of this first training is to understand what social innovation means, the different forms it takes, and to explore the specificities that often characterize a social innovation process. Ready? Here we go. These days, social innovation is a widespread concept. Many organizations of different sizes, coming from different sectors, define themselves as social innovators and agents of social transformation. These actors can benefit from numerous incubators and support organizations whose missions are to foster social innovation. Public policy actors also make reference to the idea of social innovation in their stated goals, requests for proposals, and in their communications. But, with all of this talk about social innovation in the public discourse, are we sure that we know what we're talking about? How do we recognize social innovation when we see it? Are all social innovations the same? And if not, what makes them similar? Innovation is a social process that can take multiple forms. We tend to think first about technological innovation, but being innovative isn't only about technology, far from it. Innovations can range from novel products and services to cutting-edge business models that offer new ways to create and capture market value. Innovation can also impact marketing techniques, offering other ways to present, distribute, and promote. Even the process of production or the organizational structure at the very heart of the firm can be objects of innovation. And the challenges are numerous. Social innovation aims to respond to the many social and environmental issues that are becoming more and more important, even urgent, for both actors in the economic realm and for everyday citizens. In searching for solutions in the face of complexity, we are forced to take an inclusive view of the innovation process, bringing together its different dimensions: technological, commercial, social, and beyond. With that in mind, we've designed the following matrix to illustrate a broad definition of social innovation. The matrix is built on the two main dimensions we considered to be crucial and makes it possible to arrive at a typology of different social innovations. The horizontal axis is the Y dimension. It classifies projects according to the purpose of the social innovation. We propose two extremes, a corrective action and an alternative action. A corrective action seeks to solve an observed social problem by pursuing equality, justice, and empowerment, especially targeting priority populations and territories. An alternative action aims to transform social and economic rules with an approach based on new social aspirations. The vertical axis traces how the social innovation functions, whether it prioritizes collective work and collaboration, focusing on local and territorial approaches, or instead social entrepreneurship, with a more individual and entrepreneurial approach, focused on developing new opportunities and socially responsible activities. It should be pointed out that these characteristics are not exclusive or opposed to one another, but are instead cumulative. Got it? Great! Now, let's look at some examples. VRAC stands for Towards a Joint Purchasing Network, and literally translates as bulk. This French organization aims to give populations in the periphery of the city of Lyon access to good quality food at lower prices. The idea was born from a collaboration between institutions, including a social housing provider and a charitable foundation, combining their respective strengths in enhancing purchasing power and fighting isolation and exclusion. However, it's important to note that the figure of the entrepreneur is still present in this project. As eating good and local food is often considered a privilege reserved for wealthy inner-city populations, VRAC seeks to lead a corrective action by providing these products at lower prices by making bulk purchases, reducing intermediaries, and promoting local food systems. The distribution days and various other member events are also used as a pretense to create new socialization spaces, develop food skills, and fight against diet-related diseases. A win-win-win situation. Since 2015, l'Agonette has been the local currency of Lyon. Put in place by a collective of local citizens and organizations, it aims to foster the consumption of local products and services in the metropolitan area. The long-term objective of the project is to transform habits of production and consumption, an alternative action in order to move the economy towards a social and ecological transition. Producers and service providers must sign onto a charter, which includes principles such as providing local or organic products, and businesses must at least make progress towards these practices. For consumers, using the local currency is a way to commit to local consumption. All told, what we see here is citizens, social and solidarity economy actors, business owners, and local institutions in the same area gathering together to develop new modes of production, consumption, and exchange. Have you ever heard of an incubator for young people that want to create businesses in the cultural heritage sector? That is the mission of Heritage Lab, run since 2012 by a nonprofit group of young Slovenian entrepreneurs from the city of Adrija, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Their goal is to tackle a local issue. Young people looking for jobs are leaving, while local cultural resources are left unused. Their incubation program is a corrective action that aims to help young people create new businesses and services while promoting their cultural heritage and fostering local development. In a distinctly entrepreneurial approach, young people that take part in the incubator each build their own project showcasing the hidden potential of Adrija, their city. These young entrepreneurs contribute to local development while building new skills, knowledge, and competencies. Since 2012, the Casa del Cartieri di San Salvario in Torino has been a laboratory for people with ideas, helping them to evolve and transform into real-world projects. By the diversity it fosters within its walls, through its spaces, its activities, and its audiences, it offers a new way of thinking about shared space. The Casa del Cartieri is a unique place, bursting with good ideas. It offers a safe and open space where anyone can develop a project, no matter what it is. It's a social space where all types of activities are held, cultural events, sports classes, but also welfare services. This diversity of activities echoes the variety of publics it serves, from associations to informal groups, artists, seniors, adults, children, with one guiding word: multiculturalism at its heart. The Casa del Cartieri is innovating to create a place that is for all and by all, and all for the purpose of contributing to the development of San Salvario's neighborhood. It's part of a network of 8 structures working for local development in Torino. The individual and entrepreneurial action isn't really what the Casa itself is about. That approach is more of a pretense to gather the people that will take over the space, bringing it to life by offering their activities. In essence, the goal is to make everyone who wants to be a part of the daily life of this place by promoting an active participation in the organization or through activities. Here, nothing is impossible but boredom. These different examples of French, Italian, and Slovenian organizations, as well as many others in the Alpine Space territories, do a good job of illustrating the definition of social innovation used by the ASIS program. Whether they're companies, associations, or initiatives led by individual citizens, the common thread of these organizations is a process of social innovation. Social innovation is an innovation process. Innovation changes the established order of conception, production, or organization in economic and social activities. It drives a change of social norms and ways of thinking about a problem. In this approach, it is often more important to look at the process than at the output. Conceiving of social innovation as a process means that the process put in place to find a solution may in fact be the solution itself. Focused on a social issue. Social innovation is a process that aims to address and improve upon a social or societal need in a local area to solve a problem through a collaborative approach that includes beneficiaries, through a shared governance that creates positive and sustainable impacts on society and actors. Since social innovation points towards important social and societal challenges, perhaps we should look more closely at the challenges that the ASIS program focuses on. The next training will deal more precisely with the strategy of social innovation, focusing on specific challenges present in the Alpine space. We'll see you next time. Now that you know the basics of social innovation, if you want to learn more about the initiatives we just talked about, don't hesitate to click on the links below to find out more about their social innovation processes.